Alright. So, we're back, and now we are here with team... let's see. Dank Broken Shower Society, which will be on the left side, and your Guldan right on the right side.
Guldan right. That's a great name.
I love that name. That's a really good name. We'll see if we can get something that's
not for me one more time.
Dank Broken Shower Society.
Dank Broken Shower Society. That's pretty good too.
It is. I love some of the meme names that come out of cheerleague.
Yeah. I picture someone standing on a urinal saying, "Oh, Captain, my Captain."
What? I don't get it.
Well, it's kind of Dank Bathroom Society. It's kind of like Dead Poet Society.
Okay, now I see where you're coming from. That one was pretty deep. So.
Yeah, I'm just trying to guess at the reference. But it looks like we're gonna get started here on Braxis Holdout.
Oh look, it's Braxis. Oh, that's not the one. That's the one. So, do I dread to ask? Do we see another Cho'Gall?
He is really strong right now. It's never a problem to pick Cho'Gall if your team knows how to play him. So you just never know what each team's experiences are. That's the challenge in Chair League. It's really kind of feeling out and guessing your opponent. There's only so much hot slogs or watching replays can tip to you, and that's if you do the prep work.
Yeah, definitely. Like hot slogs and data only get you so far. Execution and synergy is gonna bring you the rest of the way, especially in this game where it's so very team based.
Yeah.
So.
And it's true, we're all pretty much meta slaves right now, but there is enough variation in drafting that it's hard to prepare for everything. So teams can really surprise you. I expect to see a Genji or a Malthael ban here, though. Possibly an Uther ban if they don't plan on taking him.
Or we could see no ban?
That last second Genji ban, though. There we go.
The no ban strat sometimes it's just too strong, but they decided to go against it and went with the Genji ban instead, and we're going to see a Malthael being hovered.
Right now. Not necessarily going to be banned quite yet.
So
Dead
now
Bathroom Society going to... Or, no, I'm sorry. What is it?
Dank Broken Shower Society.
Dank Broken Shower Society.
We do see the Malthael get banned out. We see an immediate Dahaka pickup. No hesitation out of there. They knew they wanted that Master Skin Dahaka instantly.
He's so good here on this map. His ability to just transfer between the lanes. He can provide pressure on anything, on any of the channel points. It's just a very good pickup.
We see a Ragnaros.
With Ragnaros and Nubarak.
You don't see Ragnaros that often anymore.
No, I mean, he is good on this map. He does counter wave pressure probably better than anybody with multi-core. So, I mean, I assume that's what they're thinking. Just kind of, in case we lose some shrines, it's going to be nice to have Ragnar around.
Definitely. And Nubarak obviously is going to help with the push a massive amount, and being able, and the Beatles stuffing skill shots, it's really strong. There's a lot of unspoken utility that a Nubarak brings to the team. We saw the Beetle build come out of a Nubarak that last game, and you just don't see something like that. Like, I haven't seen a Beetle build Nubarak in so long, but
yeah, and it didn't end up working out too well for them. So,
and coming, ooh, I like this. We see
Dahaka, I mean,
that's a strong combo right there.
There's nothing wrong with any of these heroes. At this point, they're just going to be looking to take control of the shrine. I keep calling them shrines. Take control of the beacons and really push out with a team front line or a team core like that. You've got Uther there. It'll be interesting to see if they go double support to try and give Uther a little bit of a boost, because as you know, Uther's healing is very large and bursty, but he doesn't have that sustained heal that's sometimes needed for the longer team fights that take place on these beacons.
Very true, and oddly enough, Uther does help out quite a bit with wave clear. He does have Holy Fire at 4 is incredible, and if they're playing, go ahead.
It's not strong enough to get in the way of waves from Brax's holdout, though. You will get destroyed if you just stand in the middle and try to maximize Holy Fire.
True, but they complement that with the Guldan.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Who will probably go the flame build and will just shred any potential large Zerg waves that come in. It's really hard to fight into a Guldan no matter what.
And Guldan gives Ragnaros kind of some problems just because of the range Guldan has on him with his E.
Yeah.
And Ragnaros, as you know, is kind of paper thin, which is why he fell out of favor of a lot of players recently.
Definitely, and we see a Varian band trying to deny more lockdown on the side of your Guldan right. Varian with the taunt is incredible. It allows for Uther to run up and get a well met off in somebody's face, and Dahaka to tongue them, and Guldan to just obliterate them. So that was a really
good there right now, just because they could open with Cho'Gall here, but they elect not to. Looks like it's Rhaegar. Rhaegar is a very solid support. I don't know what they're going to be doing with Rhaegar. I expect to see someone bigger and beefier come out in the next pick or two, maybe like a Sonya or a Zarya or someone that can really benefit from that big heal. I mean, it's nice on a Nubrek, but a Nubrek's so easy to just blow up that I expected to see a bigger body coming next.
Definitely. They're definitely going to need somebody to benefit from that. And I really would actually like a Zarya right here. Zarya would be incredibly beneficial to wave clear. We see a Kael'thas, though, and I like that. Kael'thas benefiting a lot from the same thing that Guldan brings to the table. Big wave clear, heavy damage onto targets. We'll see what kind of build Kael'thas wants to go, if it's convection or if he goes the mana addict talent. This being Brax's holdout, there's a lot of globes to grab, and Kael'thas loves his mana.
Well, the interesting thing that might come up too is if he decides to forego the Phoenix and go with the Pyroblast at 10, will Uther be able to A, recognize that and take Divine Shield, and get the Divine Shield off in time on the Pyroblast target? Kael'thas might just want to avoid that whole situation and stick with Phoenix, though blowing up Guldan is very tempting.
Definitely, though I can't remember the last time I saw a Phoenix picked, or I'm sorry, a Pyroblast picked.
You see it more these days as opposed to his release.
That's
Stitches
true.
and Valid to round out the rest of the team. That's just a very solid meta team, up and down, all throughout. You got a double tank, you got Uther, who's arguably the best healer available right now in Chair League, and then you have Guldan and Valid to just round out your damage. All these reliable damage sources in the hands of skilled players.
I'm looking at this team, and this is just incredible wave clear up and down. Just for pushing lanes and stuff like that, and keeping pressure on during beacon phases. That's really, 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 really strong right there.
But let's go see how they answer with this last pick. I gotta see some beef, Zex. Where's the beef? And not ETC. Someone big. Give me Diablo. I'd get hype if it was Diablo.
Actually, Diablo wouldn't. I actually like that.
It complements the flame theme too. I mean, they already got 2 of them.
Instead, we get. That's not a bad pick. I like that.
That's the big body I wanted to see at least. When you take Rhaegar, you want at least 2 of them.
That said, I do like your Guldan Rights draft a lot more, just because of how much AOE they have, and how much lockdown they have.
Yeah, I think for Dead Showerhead Society? No, Dead Showerhead.
Dank Broken Showers. Say it with me. Dank Broken Shower Society.
Dank Broken Shower Society. I'm gonna get it right eventually. Dank Broken Shower Society does. Stop it. They do have a lot of potential once they get up to their heroics, especially if they can junk it up in the beacons and kind of trade these 60-40, 70-30s, because they have Ragnarok's Molten Core to hold off the bigger waves. They can lose early and still win late, so we're going to have to see Dank, Broken Shower Society play very well here.
I do love the portrait coordination out of your Guldan, right?
Yeah, they've already got enough there.
So,
anyways, on the side of Dank, Broken Shower Society, we have Byronell on Leoric, Parnold Almer on Kelthus, Pato on Ragnaros, Bolt Thrower on Rhaegar, and Bootsy on Anubarak.
And on the side of your Guldan, right, we've got TX Abaddon on the Dahaka, Sabalicious on the Vala, Tells on the Stitches, looks like Lorix on the Uther, and the Dude Abode on the Vala, or I'm sorry, on the Guldan. Those are drugs.
Teams having a little friendly banter to start off. It looks like we're going to have everybody from Broken Shower going up top and everybody else bottom on your Guldan right, so no action early.
Yep. We could see a hard push from both teams right now to maybe eliminate a fort quickly. We see Dahaka running up and just bursting the wave down as quickly as possible. While we look at top, you see Dank Broken Shower Society getting just as much pushing speed out of their push comp as well. Anubarak come down.
Dahaka comes in.
Ooh, this could be something bad for Dahaka if they sniffed that out. Dahaka gonna try for maybe a drag, but doesn't have a push to get that extra movement speed out of him. So Guldan throwing the Fell Flame out some more, getting rid of those beetles so the wave can push up, waste some more tower shots.
Both teams looking pretty equal, getting towers. It's a little more pressure on the side of on your Guldan right, but they seem to be backing off now as Shower responds.
Interestingly enough, I thought that Guldan would go the Flame build for this map. Instead, he goes the Echoing Corruption build here at 1 to get those extra bounces on his Corruption once he hits 40 heroes with it. So we'll see how quickly he can complete that. Looks like that's going to kind of be key. Good hook onto the Anubarak right there. Doesn't lead to much. A little bit of damage from the tower. That's quickly healed up by the Rhaegar.
And we got the beacon phase coming up in 2 seconds, so both teams are going to try and keep control of these and get something going.
Now, I do think Dahaka should be a little more aggressive onto this Ragnaros. I do think that's a matchup. A hook onto Leoric, though, puts him out of position. Immediately, Wraith walks away. Smart move out of the Leoric, avoiding any extra CC coming out. So, like I said,
we see Dank Shower get 24% going on their side already, and they're trying to keep control of that beacon, but Dahaka has shut Ragnaros down up top.
Yeah, like I said, I do feel like that's a very positive matchup in Dahaka's favor if you play it right.
He's taking a lot of damage. It looks like and he's going to get out just in time.
Just as we also see on the bottom, Stitches eat a whole bunch of damage. We see a Flame Strike on the Duda boat. He almost goes down. 3 on the side of your Guldan right, half to back. The only positive thing going on right now for them is that Dahaka exists, and he's not making Ragnaros' life very enjoyable at the moment. Well, we take a quick look bottom, and we just see Dank Broken Shower Society just put a whole lot of push onto that bottom keep at the moment. So
I'm going to call them DBSS moving forward, by the way.
That's a good plan. You should do DBSS. Sounds like a good plan.
Because I'm going to just butcher that left and right. Stitch is posturing, looking for a hook, while Anubarak waits in the bushes, looking for his moment. He needs a slam for his troubles, and the team's reset. Now Uther has run in and tried to grab the beacon, but Leoric ain't having it. Pushes him right off.
We do see that beacon taken over by DBSS right there.
I feel like this is a mistake on DBSS's part, too, because while they're able to kind of keep things even, there's really no way for Ragnaros to just out-muscle Dahaka. And as I say that, Dahaka takes a lot of damage, and they're skirmishing up top, and it looks like Ragnaros might come out on top. Ragnaros off into the submerge, and he gets the kill.
Yeah, well played out of that Ragnaros to back off the right moment in order to control that beacon. We do see Sabalicious go down to a living bomb. Just
DSS has full control of these beacons right now, and it looks like they're going to get 100 to 24% Zerg wave on their favor.
And this is where you're going to hope that Guldan can really get the wave clear going for himself, because this wave is going to hurt. We do need to see some rotations, I feel, out of the side of your Guldan right. Otherwise, this is going to get really dicey in a hurry. Dahaka is not going to be able to land drag that effectively, as we see right there, just Ragnaros just running up to him. Dahaka having to burn his essence right there in order to stay alive. Pops his burrow as well. See 3 on the part of your Dahaka just bopped right there. Good burrow charge in, and we see Ragnaros immediately molten core for these guys.
Pados screaming, I ain't gonna be a meta slave. I'm great with Ragnaros, and he's proven it by putting on all this pressure. He muscled Dahaka off of the point. He was able to finish off the channel for his team, pushed it out, he shoved Dahaka back, got the molten core, they got the fort, and it looks like it's probably gonna end about there, but it's a really good play out of DBS.
Yeah, that was a whole lot of value. And we see, if we take a look at the bottom, we see Rhaegar and Kael'thas both getting some good value, some good damage onto that fort. It's very possible Dahaka could get the kill, but nope. A nice gravity lapse out of. Oh, we see a hook onto the.
On Rag, he's going down. That was quite the hook from Tells.
That was a beautiful hook.
Ragnaros thought he was out, and that helps him equalize a little bit. They're still about a level and a half behind. You need those kind of things when you're down, because that experience is so valuable.
Very, very much so. We saw an early burrow out of the Haka just now, and Kael'thas
side of Guldan right going top.
Yeah. Very. Kael'thas just landing all kinds of just flame strikes and living bombs, just making this Dahaka burn his burrow as soon as it's off cooldown, just constantly. That can't feel good as a Dahaka player. That just someone just constantly targeting you with extra damage.
Another hook right there, and Rhaegar's just gonna go down.
Rhaegar.
Stitches has hooked somebody. They have gotten deleted.
Stitch is just outperforming himself right now, just landing all kinds of crazy hooks to secure kills.
Guldan getting picked off. The action very fast right now. DBSS rotated up on him as soon as they saw him out lane and took him out with the play.
Oh, we see a fire wave coming out.
I kind of expected Lava Wave here just because of its ability to kind of really melt down by some of the Zerg waves.
Parnold Armor also dodging a Stitches hook right there. That definitely would have been a kill right there if it had landed.
Yeah, if they had been following it up like they had, Kael'thas wouldn't have lasted long. We're going to have the beacon phase up in 10 seconds, so we're going to see what these teams can do. Can DBS continue to step on the throats, or will they get picked off right here in this team fight? The Nubrek going in. They're caught inside the Yorick's prison. They're doing shit. They're taking a ton of damage. There goes Valid. There goes User. There goes Dahaka. There goes Stitches. So many down. DBSS has this.
That was.
It's gonna be very tested.
That was ugly. That what? That happened so quick. Like Ragnaros face checked that bush, and then the other team died.
Guldan right might have won the naming your team game, but they're not looking very strong in Heroes of the Storm at the moment. But Dahaka's coming in, he's got the channel point, he's going to try and hold off this channel from DBSS, and successfully, only at 34-0 right now, so plenty of room for them to make a comeback. They elect to take their siege camp again, cap it real quick with some pressure top. Ragnaros doesn't know what he's walking into. There's the hook, he's about to get deleted. There's nothing. any.
No. The hungering arrow from the Vala finishes them off. Well played out of that Vala to secure that kill for the team. And now this kind of does buy your Guldan, right, a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, they might have to respond to that camp on the bottom, but they're going to get a chance to channel and at least probably get about 5% out of this. No, maybe closer to 12.
Nope, they got 6, so you were 1% off.
I tried.
You tried your best.
Guldan's working on taking out these minions, these mercs that are pushing bottom. Bit of a slow go there for him, but it's the best their team can do while they stick together. Ragnaros showing no fear again and going in on this bottom channel beacon, and it's not a good idea because Dahaka's right there and Stitches is too close for you to play around.
Yeah. Ragnaros immediately saw the Dahaka and noped on out of there. That's probably really smart out of him. He's still way too squishy. If he wanted to, and you know he's sitting on that molten core right now, but you know he just wants to pop it and just force everybody off that point right now because it will reach. Oh, we got a party bush.
Looks like they're setting up for a party bush gank, though. They're going to come
They've
around.
got 13s. Now's the time. This nice. And 2-on-2. Let's see another strafe coming out of the Vala. Oether goes down. It was a pyroblast. Not bad. He saw the Divine Storm and...
Oh, the full Ancestral on Rag there, keeping him back up to full. As Leoric just chunks through their back line.
Oh.
There goes Dahaka. That's almost a full team wipe there. Vala's left all by herself. But she's probably not going to get away from this. DBSS just looking so strong right now. Another win. Another team fight just completely dominated.
Yeah, and they're making the right call right now to push this out as much as possible. They're going to have a 100% Zerg wave pushing with them. Getting this front wall down is absolutely key to making sure they get a keep in response to this. This is just coming up roses for DBSS at the moment.
And it's nut up or shut up time for... I forgot their name for a second there, but they are Guldan, right? And they're going to have to try and somehow suppress some of this wave and damage coming in on the keep.
Yeah, there's Guldan does the good thing and throws out a Fell Flame, killing all those banelings, saving a whole bunch of damage from going onto the keep. But right now, if I were DBSS, it's 15-12. You're almost up 2 talents. Now's the time to press the action. Nubrak goes in with the bro charge, gets a good stun, but Abaddon ends up escaping with his life. The strafe comes out from Vala. Nice full flame coming out of Guldan. Almost kills the Nubrak.
And that was really smart. Oh, and Dahaka gets killed by some of the wave. That's such a bummer. That was very smart on the part of the Guldan player, the dude abode, because he feared as soon as the keep went down, denying Ragnaros the chance to get in there for the molten core and almost killed Ragnaros as well.
Yeah, that was very, very dicey territory for the Ragnaros right there, but he did survive, and they did get a kill on the Dahaka, though it was from the Zerg wave, so a little bit of mismanagement on the Dahaka's part. Sometimes you tunnel vision just a little too hard onto something. So, and now we see your Guldan, right, taking their camps. It's 16-13. This one's, I'm going to say it's kind of snowballing out of control for your Guldan right at the moment.
Well, that might be true right now. They did do their job and repel a giant wave that they lost without losing a team member, save Dahaka from the wave. So they're trying to push back into this. They need to try and soak and get on an even talent tier so they can put the fight to DBSS.
Guldan getting picked off right there. Nice heads up from DBSS. Stitches. Oh, Stitches with the hook onto a Nubrak. Uther following it up with a stun.
Help.
No, it didn't. It was a lava wave coming out.
He's just putting himself out there. More bombs, more damage, more stuns.
Yeah, this is...
We got the Bruiser camp pushing hard for DBSS as well, and it looks like they might try to go bottom and respond to some of this pressure.
Yeah, that...
DBSS making the rotation and Dahaka noping right the hell out of that.
Right now, beacons are about to activate in here in just a few seconds right here. We've got DBSS posturing hard for that bot shrine, taking their bottom siege camp.
And this is what you do in Braxis holdout this late. You just have to stick together. You can't really try to split up a channel point. You gotta win a team fight and then take the channel points.
Yep.
And it looks like DBSS realizes this, and they're going in while they still have the talent to your advantage.
Nice drag onto the Leoric, but it's the Leoric, so it doesn't matter that much. A good burrow charge into there, and Vala gets entombed and then just blown up. Leoric misses the Drain Hope onto the Dahaka, but lands it on the Guldan.
We saw a Fear come out from Guldan, but it didn't really do a whole lot. There's the hook on Anubarak. Anubarak taking a lot of damage, and he gets out with burrow charge.
Yeah, this is looking pretty rough for your Guldan right now. That's really awkward to say.
Yeah.
Another drag onto the Leoric, but we also see the Pyroblast onto
trouble.
The Pyroblast onto the Dahaka. His burrow was down, and now we see the web wrap onto I believe that was the Uther.
They finished the beacons during that. This is really not looking good at all, especially with a staggered death. Not a huge stagger, but enough of a stagger to matter when it's your support.
Yeah, and it looks like Val is taking a lot of damage from those catapults right there. And
I don't see how they save this game. I don't see how they save this game, to be honest.
No, there's really no way for them to save this game at this point. Catapult's getting free shots. Angry Zerg's coming in. Kerrigan, stop it, please. What are you doing?
Just the back line, and he gets a kill on Vala, just kind of flexing their muscles right now.
And look at that Space Lord.
That's a win for DBSS.
Very well played out of DBSS, showing themselves to be incredibly strong right there. That was just, I hate to call it absolute domination, but that's really what it was. They just absolutely dominated start to finish on that game, and you see it in the kill score, 20-3.
But yeah, let's not take too much away from Team Guldan, or your Guldan, right? Because they did have a very strong early game. In the beginning, it looked like that Stitch's hooks were just going to be instant deletion, and there was no way around it. And they were constantly going to be winning 5-4 fights, but it didn't end up working out that way.
No, and I even at the beginning of that match, I thought your Guldan right had the superior comp.
Yeah.
In terms of just looking at what was being brought to the table. It's just they got outplayed.
We both really underestimated the Ragnaros pick. We both saw first pick Ragnaros kind of interesting, but didn't think he would bring the kind of power he did. But he played very well.
Yeah,
and it looks like our next match is going to be on Towers of Doom.